Hi guys, my name is Gina Polniv, aka Lil Ruski. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe to my channel and leave a like to this video because you are going to be really excited for this recipe and I'm so excited to show you how to make it. Yesterday I filmed my very first stretching class, which I filmed during sunset, and it's probably going to be uploaded next week. I'm really excited for you guys to see it and I hope you guys enjoy and I hope you guys follow along. It's a really funny one. I did film it in Venice Beach, so there's a lot of random people saying weird things to me, so it's really funny. So stay tuned for that, but I'm literally just gonna hop right into it. Like I said, make sure to subscribe to my channel, leave a like, comment down below if you make this. Today, folks, ladies and gentlemen, we are making vegan creamy lemon soup. I've already started by soaking my cashews. If you have a high process blender, honestly just skip this step. I don't have a high process blender, so I decided to soak these. Honestly, I've been soaking these more. I started yesterday during the day because I was gonna originally film this video last night, but I decided to film it today. I was doing things yesterday, I was busy. But yeah, so I've been soaking these for about 18 hours, and I'm just gonna leave them here. Before I show you how to make this recipe, I'm actually gonna teach you how to make your very own veggie stock. Trader Joe's has been the only place that has veggie stock that I kind of like, but I still don't like it. I thought it would be really difficult to make veggie stock, but it's actually really easy. It's literally free to make. Instead of throwing away the scraps from your vegetables, all you're gonna do is start storing them in this big ass plastic bag in the freezer, and this can stay for up to 6 months. I have things like shallots, ginger, onions. This is all the scraps, so like all the skin of those things, all the leftovers. I have thyme and cilantro, rosemary. I have potato scraps. I have zucchini scraps, celery, carrots. I even have my scraps from my wellness shots. Every 2 weeks I make wellness shots out of ginger, turmeric, cayenne, celery, and a couple of other things. And these are the scraps from the shots I make, and I literally put them in here. Ginger is great for soups, and turmeric, obviously carrots and celery are great for soups. Yeah, this is just a huge bag of all of my leftovers. Grab your pot, I have a big one, and you're just gonna put your scraps in the pot. This stock lasts for 4 days in the fridge, or you can freeze it and then it will last about 3 months in the fridge. You could literally add them to any recipe and it'll just make it so much more flavorful. But yeah, so I have also leftover, like I said, zucchini scraps, my ginger, turmeric. I even have my leftover corn scrap, which I obviously washed prior to freezing. Onion skins, again the ginger and turmeric, celery scrap, lemon scrap, also great one if you have leftover lemon. We're gonna be simmering it for a really long time too. So these are all of my scraps. Now all I'm gonna do is fill this up with water until it covers all of my vegetables. Make sure all of your vegetables are submerged. I'm gonna add just a little more. We are going to put this on high for now, and then once this heats up, close it and simmer for as long as you possibly can. Minimum 30 to 45 minutes, and if you can even go up 2 to 3 hours, it's gonna make your veggie stock incredibly flavorful and delicious. What's awesome about making your own veggie stock is also the fact that you can control your own sodium and how much you like. I'm gonna add just like that much. And then I'm also gonna add pepper. And that's honestly all I'm gonna add to this. I don't wanna go crazy with this because this is just veggie stock. It is just one step to any good soup. I'm just gonna submerge. Once this starts to boil, I'm gonna bring it down to a simmer. I'm gonna put the lid on for about 2 to 3 hours. In about a half an hour, my pot is boiling. Because this is a big boy pot, it obviously took a minute for it to start boiling. I've just been kind of standing in the kitchen, watching it, pushing all the vegetables down into the water. I also just want to let you guys know, I literally already said this on my Instagram story, but the aromatics in this kitchen right now are freaking insane. It smells so good in here and so healthy in here. I feel like, I don't know how I feel, but I feel like a health queen. The ginger, the turmeric, celery, shallots, onions, garlic, zucchini, potatoes, carrots, everything that's in here, so good for you and so healthy, and the scraps have so much nutrients in them, and it's so annoying that we waste them. There's no need to throw them away because you can make a beautiful veggie stock. I'm so happy I didn't throw away my scraps for my wellness shots. I was doing that before until I realized that I could literally freeze them and put them in my veggie stock, and I'm so thankful I did because it smells so good. Heat was boiling. I am now going to turn it down to about here, and we are going to put this lid on and literally just gonna let this sit here for about an hour and a half. I might even let it simmer for longer. I'm almost done with this batch, but I put it in this big jar. I make it about once a month, and I take 2 shots of this every day. And because I do this, I haven't been sick in maybe 5 years. Usually, wellness shots cost about $5 per shot, which is absolutely ridiculous. You can literally just make them. I always forget I can do that. It's been almost a year of me having this camera and I still am struggling. Here's my little shot. I need to make a new batch soon. Cheers. It's strong. Literally, I don't even peel my ginger or my turmeric. I just throw everything in my blender. I throw ginger, turmeric, celery, cayenne pepper, sometimes carrots, and that's pretty much it. And I blend it all together for about 10 minutes, maybe even longer. And then I strain it through a cheesecloth. Oh, I also add honey, because if I weren't to add honey, it would be incredibly strong. I don't know if I could handle that. Cheers to being healthy. Also, I forgot to mention, my dill was about to die, so I threw my dill and some cilantro in here as well. That's already fresh because I didn't freeze it. If you don't have cashews, you can use coconut cream or almond cream, or if you drink dairy, you can just use dairy or kefir, whatever you want. This is my first time cooking with cashews, so I'm really excited. The little process of simmering the soup took about 3 hours. It's actually been about 4 hours now since then because I was at an appointment with my professor. But yeah, so it's been an hour, so it's been cooling for an hour. So now I am going to strain her. First, I am going to strain her through a strainer, and then I'm going to strain it one more time with the cheesecloth just to make sure that the soup isn't gonna have my excess ginger and just like crumbs, you know? Like these. Good. Okay, it's okay, I just spilled a little bit. Shake it off, shake it off. Once this is done straining, we're gonna be good human beings and we're gonna compost this. 10 minutes later. My cheesecloth, mine is yellow because I use it for my wellness shots, and the ginger, mainly the turmeric. The turmeric stains the cloth, can literally dye your clothes yellow with turmeric, fun fact. Throw it here. Ooh, see how thick that was at the end? Yeah, we definitely do not want that. Ooh, and look how much smoother immediately that water is. Ooh, it's still kind of warm, but you can just squeeze it. Ooh, it's hot. She is looking very sexy. We are going to set her aside for now. We don't need her. But what we do need is another pot. So I'm actually using a medium-sized pot because this is gonna be smaller. I don't need that much of a soup. I am going to cut the leftover of my onion, which again, I have a new bag prepared for my scraps. I'm so excited to try this soup with the veggie stock that I made. I feel like it's gonna be so good. I'm just doing a rough chop. Throw that in my clean bowl. I'm also gonna be putting the leftover of my red onion, which again, scraps are going in my scrap bag. I already composted my other scraps. Now I'm going to be using a shallot. Cut this butt. Cut this butt. Skins. And now we are just going to be adding garlic. And then it comes right off, which is so convenient. We are going to first put our onions, red and white, and shallots in here. Mix, mix, mix. Mix one more time. We're gonna lower this a little bit and we're gonna spray her one more time. Now we're going to grab carrots. Unfortunately, I only have baby. Mine have low-key started growing sprouts. I'm dead, that's so funny. I cut about a cup of baby carrots. Now I'm going to cut celery, putting this bad boy in here. I'm also gonna cut these tips off. Put them in there. 4 for starters. I'm gonna do one more just for shits and giggles. We had a mini pause. My SIM card ran out of memory and my mom accidentally threw away my other one, which is all good, so I had to go run and get a different one. But as a favor to myself, I got myself some Trumus, which are so good. Frozen raspberries covered in white chocolate and milk chocolate. So, got myself a little treat. But anyways. And I'm also going to be adding vegan butter. I'm using my favorite Earth Balance, about this much. And I'm just gonna pop her right in there. We're gonna add about 5 to 6 cups of our veggie broth in there. So I'm not gonna measure, I'm literally just gonna transfer. And I'm also going to be transferring some of the broth into a ice tray, like I said, so I can use this quick and easy for different recipes. Great, I'm gonna just put the rest of the broth in my soup. Now we are heading over to our blender. We are going to be adding about a cup of our cashews that we soaked, lemon pepper seasoning because this is a lemon soup, the juice of 2 lemons, which I have to squeeze right now. We have our bowl, lemon, bam. Remember, don't throw these away. You can either use these as your scraps or you can use these as little garnish. We're gonna use dill for our garnish here. I squeezed my 2 lemons. I'm gonna pop the juice in here and I'm gonna try to not get my seeds in here. And then now you are going to add as much nutritional yeast as your heart desires. I personally like a lot because I feel like this makes soup and everything just tastes so good. So I'm gonna be using about 3 heaping tablespoons. I am also going to add coconut cream because I want this soup to be really creamy and thick. So I'm gonna use basically the rest of my coconut cream. Now, I'm gonna blend this all together. Okay, now I'm just gonna be adding some oregano, rosemary. I'm actually gonna just pop this off and go right into it. And now we're gonna let this sit and we're gonna move over to the blender. Okay, so it's been blending for a couple minutes and it's really, really, really thick, so I'm actually gonna add some coconut creamer. Oh fuck, I just spilled all of it. Okay, and we're just gonna blend this one more time. She is looking really creamy in the best way possible, and I just tasted it. That is so freaking good. I need to start making more recipes with cashews because I am shook. We're gonna leave this alone for a bit and we're gonna focus on our soup. I'm gonna add my lentils. Usually when people make lemon soup, they put rice in it, but I just don't have rice that I'm feeling like using. I've actually never cooked with lentils. This is gonna be my first time, so I'm really excited. But these are from Trader Joe's. If you know me, you know I'm a whore for Trader Joe's. Bam. So she is boiling. Chef's kiss, absolutely delish. I'm gonna pop my lentils in here. I'm gonna kind of crumble it up with my hand. Have a very interesting texture. I'm just gonna put the whole thing in here. I feel a ball I didn't break down. Ah, it's hot. Okay. I'm gonna wait for this to come back to a boil one more time. And once this is boiling again, I'm going to add the cashew mixture that we just made. All right, we have our pot. It is boiling a little. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes. I am going to be adding some fresh crushed black pepper, crushed with love. Just a little more oregano. Garlic salt. And now I'm going to be adding my cashew mixture that we just made. This honestly tastes very similar to a vegan Alfredo sauce. I'm gonna add another full lemon in here, just to let you guys know. I feel like it needs more lemon. I'm actually using 1.5 lemons. And then I'm just gonna mix this all together. And I'm basically just gonna simmer this for about 10-15 minutes, and then it's ready to serve. And it looks so good. It has this beautiful creamy color. And you see all the lentils, celery, carrots, and you made this veggie stock. So yeah, we're gonna let this simmer for 20 minutes and then we're gonna come back and do a taste test. This literally looks so good. I'm so excited to try this. It's so hot. I don't want to burn my tongue. I already burnt my tongue when I was taste testing it. Oh, so good. Holy shit. I did it again. I did it again, ladies and gents. I made a delicious, nutritious, vegan, animal safety soup. And it's so good and creamy and delicious and lemony. Just the perfect amount of lemon. This tastes like an expensive soup you'd see at some fancy restaurant. All I need is just a piece of bread with this. I can't stop eating it. It's so good. I want a taste test from my mom. Mom! Soup готов! It's really hot.
It's really good. Creamy.
It's vegan.
What kind of soup is that?
Creamy vegan lemon soup.
Is it sour cream here?
It's made out of cashews and lemon. Hear that, folks? Thin out of thin.
No meat, no chicken.
It's vegan. No dairy.
Это как не из банки.
No.
Nothing from the can.
No.
From the scratch.
Yeah. And I made the broth. I made veggie stock today.
Oh.
Out of the
не из
vegetables.
коробки?
Oh, out of the frozen vegetables, I made veggie stock.
That's why it tastes so good. Потому что usually in the box lots of sodium, and I don't feel any sodium here. I mean, it's not just tasty, it's also healthy.
Exactly. Alright guys, well this basically concludes my video. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you make this. It's literally so good. And if you don't like vegetables, or your baby, boo, whoever your love is, or your children don't like vegetables, this is how you are going to get them to eat vegetables. And they are going to love you for it, and you are going to love you for it because it's delish. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. I post new videos every Tuesday at 12 o'clock. Bye guys.